Hello and welcome to the channel. The North's entitled mentality is coming to bear as the race for the National Assembly takes another twist. They feel entitled, these Northerners, and so are prepared to blackmail their way into position. We will get to see some of the tactics they are willing to employ. The North. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. North roars on APC. Grant us leadership of NAS or we will withdraw support for party and the government. Hundreds of Northerners who converged on the Arewa House, Kaduna on Friday have threatened to withdraw support for the government and the ruling All Progressives Congress APC unless the North was given the leadership of the National Assembly and other ministerial appointments. The Northerners attended a one-day roundtable on nation building and democracy with the theme, The Imperative of Participation, Equity and Equitable Development of Northern Nigeria, powered by Democratic Research Institute, DRI. In the communique signed by Professor Tuko Mohammed Baba, Chairman of the Communique Committee, and Dr. Benjamin Isra Diki, Secretary, the Northerners emphasized that because the North was not in control of both the executive and the judiciary arms of government, their demand was non-negotiable. In a table that was contained in the communique that showed the percentage of votes across the 6 geopolitical zones, the Northwest Zone gave a total vote of 2,652,235. The North Central, 1,742,993, while the Northeast gave 1,185,458. The total contributions of the North was 63.5%. The communique indicated that the Southwest gave 25.7%, the South-South 9.10%, while the Southeast delivered 1.45% of the votes for the ruling APC. The communique reads, based on the contributions of the North in the just concluded general elections, as evidenced in the table above, the round table, which drew participants from all the 19 northern states, concluded that the progress, transformation, and development of the region are hinged on its stake in government, particularly access to political, economic incentives and opportunities, and therefore resolves as follows. Demand the leadership of the National Assembly in consonance with the provisions of Section 14 and subsections 1, 2, and 3 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. This is necessary because the North is not in control of both the executive and the judiciary arms of government. This demand is non-negotiable. The North also demands fair share of ministerial and other appointments. Such appointments should take cognizance of competence, integrity, and track record. Otherwise, the region is left with no option than to de-invest in its support for the government and the party in subsequent elections. Earlier in a welcome address delivered by Professor Hal Mustafa Usiju Medana, he said the central objective of the roundtable discussion was to highlight and deepen the conversations around the roles and the place of the northern region in strengthening Nigeria's democracy and fostering nation building through key players and partners of the region, among others. He said, for me, it is a privilege to be a participant of this preparation for an all-inclusive recognition of the place of northern Nigeria in the Nigeria calculations and a veritable focus on the equitable development of northern Nigeria. The theme of today's discussion, Nation Building and Democracy, the Imperative of Participation, Equity and Equitable Development of northern Nigeria, is key to addressing the socio-political challenges that face the contiguous northern region of Nigeria. The central objective of this roundtable discussion is to highlight and deepen the conversations around the roles and the place of the northern region in strengthening Nigeria's democracy and fostering nation building through key players and partners of the region, among others. I must state emphatically that the northern region of the country, constituting the Northwest, North Central, and the Northeastern states respectively, is a uniquely indispensable part of the nation, Nigeria. The region consists of approximately 68.67% of the population of Nigeria. It is the sole sustenance of the country agriculturally and remains by providence the major contributor to the political evolvement of the country from independence. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. The northern region has effectively engaged its diverse endowment in population and various capacities to benefit the nation in all ways possible, having been a pillar of strength on many fronts for the country. It is indeed my great honor to welcome all of you, the panelists, discussants, and selected representatives across the states of northern Nigeria. I am confident and sure that we will have a very vibrant discussion on tailored solution for an equitable development of our dear region. The decision to hold this roundtable was a response to the current political situation in the country and the preparation for the promulgation of the 10th National Assembly, particularly its leadership. The need to avoid the crisis of misrepresentation of our people and region in the distribution of rewards for political participation in the 2023 general elections, most especially the presidential election, and to accept a common ground to hold all political office holders responsible for the job they are expected to carry out in the incoming administration. We must have it at the back of our minds as we go into the subject of our discussion that our region contributes more than any other as a major stakeholder in the current political dispensations, including the victories of the ruling party at the polls, and as such, the region would rightly deserve and ask for commensurate rewards from the spoil of the war fought. Democracy is an investment. Vote is an investment. In a democratic politics, the party with the highest votes takes it all. Our region is well aware of this, and we have invested robustly in the incoming administration. The size of our votes and the consistency of our participation across the region in what we stand for is our testament. Figures do not lie. Of the 8,794,726 million votes that gave the president-elect victory at the poll, 5,200,589, representing approximately 60% came from our region, and for every elected senators and HOR members from the platform, the ruling party that won the election, the margin of difference in their votes and that of the president-elect from each constituency is minimal, an indication of total commitment to the total cause of the party, unlike some other regions. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.